Good morning. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, and as usual, we'll start out with economic data. And of course, you can see right down here at the bottom, U.S. Government data may be impacted by the shutdown. So there are no economic reports that come out that will impact the market. The only thing that could potentially impact it is when there is somebody speaking. There is at 8:30 an FOMC member, Marion speaks. So I don't anticipate anything happening there. Let's get right into the broader markets here. Let's look at the ES. And yesterday, when the market was opening up, I said to look for some support levels down here at 662.75. Or resistance levels rather, and then we recaptured that, and then you could see as Powell came out and spoke, there was some reaction on the upside because of his dovish tone, and then you could see later on in the day this the pullback here. I think something happened where Trump tweeted something saying about U.S. does not rely on China for buying soybeans or cooking oil, and the market reacted on that. But you could see right now it's been pretty resilient, and you could see here we are above the 20-day SMA, which is a big number. I do like the market upside as long as we can hold above this 6,700 level. Actually, call it 6,718. It is September 18th high, and it coincides with the 20-day SMA. So as long as we're above this level right here, here's yesterday's highs as well, 67.2250. You can see we're above that right now. I do have some resistance levels here at 67.45. If we take a more holistic view of things, I have some regressional channels that I drew here. So I like, if we could get above the 66.75 and hold, I like us to get back up to the 68.09 level before we can get a little resistance there. And if we can get above that level and we can hold above that level, then I think we move up to this 68.51 level. So I don't think it's unreasonable. Do I think we get there today? You never know with the price action and how volatile things are. Once a tweet comes out, I think that's the only thing that's really moving the market right now, as there's no economic data. However, I do like the upward push that we're having pre-market, even though there's not a lot of volume on it. I do like how it was resilient yesterday after the Trump tweet right on the close there. So you could see there's almost kind of even volume there. There was big sell here, about 162,000 shares. Then on the close, about 161,000 shares kind of recouped most of that sell-off that happened there on the ES. So right now, my bias going into today, I'm looking for pullback longs. The NASDAQ, very similar, of course. However, we are right at a resistance level that I have here. It seems to be reacting towards it right now. 60, I like 25,027.25, which was September 22nd's high. If we get through that high and hold above there, I'd like us to get up to this 25,106.54 level. Then if we can hold that, we push it to this 25,160.75 level. Same thing, we could look at this holistically. Let's go here, give us a longer view. So you can see this regressional channel that I drew here. That is a level that I like. And then if we could get through, like I said, this 25,160.75 level, this big sell-off becomes a speed zone. So if we get above this, it's going to be a short squeeze and push out all the bears out of the market, and then push higher to go up into these new highs here. So I do like, again, pullback longs. If we could get through this resistance level, you could see how there was a low here, popped through the low here, but respected it. Low, popped up, then blew right through it, came up, and then it acted as resistance again. So now if we can get through this resistance level right here and hold, then I think we push higher, and this becomes a speed zone, and then we get back up here to this 25,388. Let's get right into Tesla from yesterday. Tesla also yesterday we had this 435 level I spoke about. I did like the pullback. I've been saying pullbacks are healthy. So you could see this 435 level was respected yesterday when the market pushed up into it, and we were up here. We tried pushing higher, and this right here, you can see this big wick right in here is about 2 million shares traded. This is right when Powell was speaking. So these wicks were, I'm not so sure. It wasn't that big of a sell-off, that kind of a wick. They were, when I was watching it, it was like a quick wick, and then it popped right back up. So you can't really pay attention to that wick that's showing there right now. We are right now trading right into this resistance level here. So this same thing, my same view on Tesla as the ES and the NASDAQ. If we can hold, get above this 435.35 level, I think we could quickly push into the 439 level, which was January 17th's high. And then if we get above that high right there, 439.74, I think we can move into last Friday's highs, 443.13. And then if we can get through that 443.13, then I think we could get up to this open POC level at 447.96 and close that out before we hit some heavy resistance again. This is a big level. It's 452.75. We've been speaking about that level for a couple weeks now. As we said that we need to break and hold above that 452.75 before we can quickly push back up into the new highs. And then you can see right over here too that this creates a speed zone also. It'll get the short coverings happening pretty quickly when people realize, okay, their shorts are wrong and the bulls are still intact here. So I do for Tesla right now, I'd like pullback longs today. That's my bias going in. And again, though, you have to, even though you have a bias, you have to wait and watch what the market does and watch the price action. Let's go over yesterday's 5-minute opening range trade. 5-minute opening range trade yesterday, you could have gotten on both sides here. So yesterday you got on the 5-minute opening range yesterday was 426.83. 421.51 on the low, so call it $5.30 and change. So once it broke through that level right down there, initially, you could have gotten a little pop or a little downside, a couple dollar downside here, and then the next candle that broke through there, you could have gotten it down to 418.33. So you could have gotten about $3 of the equity move on the downside. And then later on in the day, we moved higher. Let's get right in here. And then it was pretty strong. It broke through. We came down here. You could see how it tried to pull down lower here, respected that, and then we shot higher here. So once we got above that 5-minute opening range yesterday, 426.83, it popped up as high as it got into that 435 zone that I have marked down there. Where we had some resistance here, and then this blue line here is the 20-day SMA at 434.20, so that's a big level. So we can see where we're at right now. You could see pre-market we are above that 20-day SMA, so that is a good sign for more upside. Again, I do like pullback longs, and I would like to see maybe a pullback. I mean, an ideal pullback would be if we could pull back down into this 429.47. I like that for a pullback long. The first pullback long I'd be looking at would be this high on September 18th, 432.22, and then if we can get that, I'd like to push higher here. I would like to not be long unless we are above this 20-day SMA. So if we do pull back here, even though that'd be a good pullback long, you'd have to expect a little reaction here on this 20-day SMA. So if we can hold above this 20-day SMA, I like us to push into that 439.74 level That was January 17th's high. And then, of course, if we can get above and hold that, then we move into this 447.08 level on the upside. So again, let's just have that bias going in, and then we have to react to when the market, what the market shows us versus price action. As far as my strike prices, I am using the 440 calls, which expire on Friday. I only trade weeklies, and I have up here the 425 puts. So if the market's selling off a little bit, I'm going to be looking on the put side for my premium. And if the market's starting to rally and I like my bias on the upside, I'm going to be looking for my calls on the 440 call price here. So you can see where they closed right here. The 440 calls closed at $4.20 yesterday, and then the 425 puts closed at $6.50. So now that we're rallying higher than where we were closed, this premium price on the put side will decrease because we are going higher, and then this $4.20 premium will increase because we are moving higher for the calls. Anyways, that is it for today. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We have to get our subscription up. Join the Discord as we're trying to build up the membership there, and we will start being a little more active on the Discord. I am currently posting the videos not only on YouTube, but I am putting it in our Discord channel under the pre-market and post-markets. So you could see this not only on YouTube, but you could see it in our Discord as well. Again, leave any comments if there are things that you want me to cover, things you don't understand. Have a great trading day, and I will be back tomorrow morning. Have a great day.